Wow. Shocking allegation from Ryan Garcia, who says that he thinks Devin Haney should be suspended after releasing video footage of a session for the California State Athletic Commission when they talk about something that Devin Haney did in a fight. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video we're going to be in the 140-pound division where Ryan Garcia makes an accusation about Devin Haney and says, where is Devin Haney's suspension? Speaking specifically of his massive weight gain after their fight and after previous fights before that, and says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Before I get into that though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does make a huge difference to the channel. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you. But let's get into this. Ryan Garcia has a great point that was brought up by Devin Haney when Devin Haney submitted some paperwork to get Ryan Garcia suspended and have his victory taken away and given to Devin Haney. When he did that, he opened a can of worms related to himself. And now Ryan Garcia is pointing that out. What am I talking about specifically? Devin Haney claimed four things, and four separate reasons why he thought that Ryan Garcia should be suspended. First and most obviously was that he had ostarine in his system after their fight, before the fight urine test and after the fight urine test. So Devin says you should suspend him for that. Second, he said you should suspend him for a second reason, which was that he had IVs in his system. And the third one was that he missed weight by 3 pounds. And the fourth one is that he did not have a same-day weigh-in, so we don't know how big he got. If you look at those last three combined, the IV, the missing weight, and the rehydration, and you not knowing how high he rehydrated. All three of those, especially number one and number three, are connected to what Ryan Garcia said, which is, where is Devin Haney's suspension? The California State Athletic Commission, somebody on Twitter, and Ryan Garcia retweeted it, showed the footage of the conversation going on when the California State Athletic Commission implemented a rule that a fighter could not gain more than 15 pounds after their day before weigh-in and their same day weigh-in. And they believed that it was ridiculously unfair. This is the words of the people or the general feeling of the commissioner that was making the argument, that it is tremendously unfair for people to come in weighing that much more in between the weigh-in. And they actually felt that it possibly could be something where the state could have liability for the fact that they allowed a fight to go on with people where one guy just had a tremendous advantage. So when Devin brought up not having the same day weigh-in, and we didn't know how much he weighed in, he basically fed right to Ryan this argument that, hey man, where's your suspension? Because Devin Haney has been reported on multiple occasions of gaining far more than 15% of his body weight back in between the weigh-in and the same day weigh-in. The first person to say something about it was Mauricio Suleiman at 135 when Devin was fighting at 135 pounds, and he said you gained between 20 and 24 pounds. 20 and 24 pounds. Well, how much is 15% of 135? Let's just say 7 plus 3 is 10 pounds, right? So that is our 7 plus and 11, basically 11 pounds would be right at that 15%. And since he's gaining between 20 and 24, he was way over that amount when he was weighing in at 135 pounds. Then when he was at 140 pounds and he fought Regis Prograis, according to Regis Prograis, there was a clause in his contract that would prevent Devin from weighing in too much in the next day weigh-in. And Devin just said, skip it. Regis Prograis didn't press it. And he came in 25 pounds. He gained 25 pounds from 140, which was, according to the California State Athletic Commission, a weight gain of 18%. So if you are gaining 18% in your body weight, before you're gaining well over 20% of your body weight, and then you don't want to have a rehydration. You don't want to have a second day weigh-in so that somebody would know how much you weighed in for against Ryan Garcia. You don't have a whole lot of room to be talking about those particular things being a reason for somebody getting suspended. Now, if Ryan, however, obviously doesn't have much room to talk himself, seeing as, dude, you got to wait till you get past that. People know what that B sample is. That thing is supposed to be tested tomorrow. Ryan himself says that he believes that B sample probably is going to come back positive because, hey, that's what usually happens. But that doesn't mean that he intentionally cheated. So you're going to still wind up having to go through all the stuff related to the contamination, and they have to go through the IV. It may take 4 or 5 months, 6 months to get this whole thing worked out, man. But the moral of the story here is that people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, because look, man, everybody can see what you're doing. Devin Haney ain't got any business talking about anybody about gaining too much weight after the weigh-in and before the fight. Has absolutely no room to talk about it whatsoever. Devin Haney started fighting at 135, turned professional at 135 pounds, and actually in 1 year when he was 17 years old, he spent most of the weight class fighting at 140 when he first turned pro. He stayed from 2017 when he turned pro all the way up to 2023, 5 years, right, at the same weight class. Again, with Mauricio Suleiman saying he was gaining between 20 and 24 pounds during weigh-ins. So not a lot of room to talk at all. I still have no clue why in the world he would even put that complaint in there, seeing as it was his team, according to Eddie Hearn, that said that they didn't want the rehydration clause because they knew that Devin gained massive amounts of weights after the weigh-in as well. I personally think they should do that boxing should do what the IBF has done and what the WBA said it is going to do, which is put in a rehydration clause limit into their rule book. So anybody fighting for those belts cannot be playing tricks on other fighters by being somebody that walks around at 190 pounds, fighting at 122 pounds. Right. And Devin Haney ain't the only one. If Ryan Garcia did it, Ryan wouldn't be the only one. There's guys like Emmanuel Navarrete, who did the same thing, just lost at 135, but originally won his first fight at his first championship at 122 against a guy named Isaac Dogbay, who was just way, way, way smaller than him. Obviously smaller than him. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.